Hello everybody, Meehan here. Thanks for coming back. This is Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 9. Okay, so let's get into it. Aries has COVID. He's got the COVID, but he says Jasmine is being very supportive. She's being a good wife and taking care of him, which is good to hear. I think he said that. I think he's like, if I was on my deathbed and stuff, like, I know Jasmine would take care of me. And she has proven it. She's proven that she's a good wife and she's going to take care of you. So there you go. Shaq is spending a lot of time at his job. He mentors students. So he's doing his job during the day and he's doing like a lot of after school programs and stuff, which is great. I know that's what he loves. I know that's what he's passionate about. But you just got married and you have a very short amount of time to get to know this woman. You should be spending all that time with her. And then when you guys are married and you guys know you want to be together, then you can start spending more time, after school activities and stuff. But right now it's very important that you want to spend that time with your wife, but you're not really spending it. And, she doesn't like that. She wants to spend more time with you and get to know you so she can make her decision. But it's just not, it's not looking good. But Clint finally gets to see the salon. He finally gets to go to Gina's salon. He gets to meet everybody. And he's very impressed by it. He likes how it looks. Everything's all neat and organized. And I think that was good that, he got to go to the place Gina talks about a lot. And it shows that he cares.
And to see what the salon even looks like, I'm impressed. It looks great. She's very ambitious. She's entrepreneurial. So I think that's something that I'm attracted.
So yeah, that was good. I know she's very happy to see him. Everybody was happy to meet him. So I thought that was cute. So Shaq is talking about how, he's like, I want me time. Like, I want my time to like go to the gym and do what I like and do this. And okay, if you want all that time to yourself, if you want all that you time, then you should be single then. Okay, you have this woman who you're married to who actually wants to spend time with you. That's all she wants is time. And it just seems like he doesn't really want to spend that time with her. Like, he has his job, he has all his after school activities, he likes to do this and this and this and hang out with his boys. Okay. But it's compromise. Like, you can still do that stuff, but you have to take the time to spend it with your other partner. And especially when she actually wants to spend that time with you, you have to. Like, you have to make it. It just seems like he really doesn't want to spend that time with her, which is kind of weird. Like, you have to find that balance. And it's okay to spend some time with yourself, but especially since they got like 5 weeks left, you should really be spending time with her and getting to know her. So then we get Chris. Chris makes a comment about her being a little bit more thicker than what he's used to. Really, really, bro? Have you been hanging out with Clint too much? Did you not just hear when Clint made that comment and how Nicole reacted, how upset and hurt she was? Why would you say that? Chris, why did you say that? Why would you make that comment to her, knowing how Nicole feels about her body and stuff? Like, really, bro?
Later and get upset about it. But, they asked appearance-wise, I said beautiful smile, beautiful face, beautiful eyes. But I did say like little thicker than I normally go for, but not in a bad way.
She doesn't like that comment. And my husband calls me thick. I'm a thick girl. He calls me thick. But I don't get upset because I know that's what he likes. I know that's what he's attracted to. I know it's a compliment. But in this case, when you have a guy saying, I usually don't date thick girls, it's like, who is you? Really? That's not a comment to make, Chris. Like, I was rooting for you. I thought you were something, but I don't like that comment. And Nicole didn't like it either. And she didn't deserve it after what she did for you with the whole dog thing. Like
you referred to yourself as a little bit thicker, but yeah, no, I know.
So, it is a little jarring to hear, your husband say something that could be perceived as somewhat insulting. I do call myself a thicker girl, but
it's different. I know.
Girls can say whatever they want. It's very different to hear someone else say it.
So Shaq is really into plants, but Kirsten isn't. So he wants to take her plant shopping. That's what he really likes doing. And she's just like, okay. So they're getting there and they're trying to pick up plants. And they're just arguing about what kind of plant. She wants this plant. And he's like, no, I don't want that plant because it's too perfect. I want this one because this one is like very unique and different, and that's why. Uh, they're just back and forth about what freaking plant to choose. Like, I didn't know plant shopping could be so stressful. Just freaking get one. They're getting too deep into it. You can both tell that they're both strong-minded people. If you're gonna sit there and argue about a freaking plant. But I think I don't know. Finally, they pick out one, or maybe they pick out two. I don't freaking know. I was just done with that, honestly. It's
The leaves are different. It's not one solid green color.
Okay, so I like this one too. So which one though?
The leaves are bigger on this one.
I like this one because the leaves aren't bigger. You can watch it grow.
Let's get this one.
This one.
We can watch it grow.
Selby and Star.
We don't have to name them at the.
and then he goes. He just goes on this big speech about plants and love and life and how it grows and blah. And I'm just laughing, bro. Like, oh my god. And Eric says he's a very sexual person. Yes, we found out how sexual he is. And Jasmine is very reserved. You know, they do like a never have ever blah 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 middle school crap. And he talks about he's like, we find out that he's had orgies. He's had more than one orgy. What? He asked Kirsten like, have you ever kissed a girl? And she's like, no. And he's like, really? Really? You never kissed a girl? Like, that bothered him so much. I think, I don't know. He's like, he feels like Jasmine is a little bit too boring for him. Okay, but dude, I think you're too much. Like, what? Like, he was talking about, yeah, like, two guys and two girls, and then you just watch. Like, he's talking about all these orgies he has and how he's done this, this, and this. And Jasmine hasn't, which is nothing wrong with that. I don't know, dude.
Threesome?
No, more like an orgy.
Okay.
I told Jasmine that I have an orgy, you know, where there's multiple people. Like, you might be with one person, and then you and this guy, like, switch females.
And then we get Kirsten. She's pampering her man, taking care of her man. Because that, yeah, that's what she wanted. She's the one who's like, you know, he's the king. You gotta take care of him. You gotta do this and this and this for him. So yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. And he opens up about his bald head. And he talks about how he went bald in his 20s and how he was very self-conscious about it and stuff. And how he felt about it. And
like me going bald, I mean, it wasn't really a big thing, but it was still a insecurity for me because it's kind of like I'm in my 20s, like why me? Like I was insecure about the scar on my forehead.
And how he struggled being bald at such a young age, and he opened up to her about that and how difficult it was and all this stuff. So then he wants her to open up. He's like, okay, tell me something about yourself. She's like, oh, I got so many things to say, blah, blah. He's like, okay, name one. And she gets so quiet. And she's like, I don't know. He's like, you just said you had so many things to tell me. And all of a sudden you don't. She's struggling. Like, she's struggling so hard just trying to tell him something. Which I feel like that, like, when someone's like, okay, say something interesting about yourself. I struggle because I can't think of one interesting thing I do. I just cannot think. I struggle. I'm just like, I don't know. But when he wants you to open up about your past, I feel like that should be a little bit more easier. But gosh, she cannot open up. Like, she's really guarded and really reserved. Like, who hurt you, girl? Someone must have hurt her. That's all he wants. He just wants her to open up a little more. But she's just not doing it. So this is a shorter episode. So I will see you next time for episode 10 of Married at First Sight. Woo, woo. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.